On.
How's it? Oh, is it on? Oh, hi.
Hi, it's Maria, and this is Chad.
Hello.
And he's the owner of the Acceleration Station here on Santa Monica Boulevard. And everybody keeps asking me, what are you doing? And I'm doing Power Plate, and I'm having him speak about it. So, Chad?
Yes. So, it is not the easiest thing to explain for people who are learning Power Plate in the beginning, so the Power Plate technology was originally created to condition astronauts for zero gravity conditions. So if you kind of think about the idea of gravity and how gravity affects the body, it allows for density, that includes bones and muscles and connective tissue. So when you train under amplified gravity, you can the idea is becoming a little superhuman. So you're creating stronger bones and stronger muscles and stronger tissue. So that was the original concept behind this technology, and it worked beautifully. It increased astronauts' time in space. Perfect. Now what we're looking at now, this is the Pro 7. This is the newest, the latest, greatest innovation in Power Plate world. So it's the sort of sexiest, most advanced, most variations that we can do on the platform. It's got its own built-in cable system. It only exists on this particular system, which is also super cool. It uses an entirely different way of training the upper body with a gel resistance instead of weights or bands or springs or things like that. So the plates move anywhere from 30 to 50 times per second. That speed over time is how we create a change in the gravitational effect on the body. That's essentially what gravity is, distance over time. So we change the physical body's experience with gravity by changing how fast and how hard the Power Plate moves. So the program that we've created here has to do with everything from high intensity training classes to coordination, to balance, to metabolism, to weight loss. We use this for physical therapy. The machine is just a platform that allows us to take the body to entirely different levels that would otherwise be really impossible to achieve. So one of the focuses that Maria and I have been talking about is the effect on metabolism. One of the biggest misconceptions in fitness is that cardiovascular stress equates changes in metabolism. And the truth of the matter is that those are not equals. They can cohabitate, they can co-participate, but the truth of the matter is, if you want to change your metabolism, your metabolic resting point, it's the type of muscle fiber that you're working with that changes everything. So if you think about a sprinter and a marathon runner, both of these athletes are essentially doing the same activity, and both of these athletes are stressing their cardiovascular system. But if you think about a track and field runner's body, it looks rather different than a marathon runner's body. So track and field runner's body is going to be very, very shredded, very, very muscular, and very dense. Why? Because they're training speed into their body all the time. They don't run marathons because endurance builds a very different type of body. On a Power Plate, we're training our clients like they were track and field runners. Not in terms of the movement they're doing, but we're pushing speed into their body as often as we possibly can at much higher levels than they would be doing normally. So when you do that, what you're essentially and effectively doing is you're over time increasing the metabolic resting point. So that will translate to things like more muscle fiber, a faster metabolism, better blood sugar management, lean body mass. So for people who are of a particular point in their life, and this is every generation, this is not just simply the maturing population, this is true in younger generations. If you are not doing these activities, your metabolic resting point is changing. It's going down, 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 down. That could be a teenager, that could be a 30-year-old. Certainly, again, based on our current cultural lifestyle, those of us in our 50s and 60s and 70s, we're not doing the activities that would require that fast twitch muscle fiber recruitment. Except now we have Power Plate, we don't have to do the activities, we just have to be on the Power Plate. So that's the really key factor for how we change metabolic resting points in our clients, getting them back to that fast twitch muscle fiber dominance so that they're burning fuel all the time. Anything else?
Yeah. Can you show the water bottle thing so
sure.
we can see how it vibrates? That's
Yeah.
a very good visual.
Of course. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little tour here of some speeds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my water bottle. Okay, fluids in the body. These would be lymph, blood, cerebral spinal fluid. All the skeletal muscular system is predominantly saline. So you're looking at 60+% of the skeletal muscular system is water. So one of the things that we know about fitness is, and exercise is the benefit to the fluids of the body. If you don't move, they don't move, and that's going to create a sort of stagnant physicality. So the more you move, the better the fluid moves around. Under normal circumstances, however, that would require you to move fast. So if I had you just, or a client, just doing a basic movement,
Oopsies.
we would be seeing, can you see this here in your camera?
Mm-hmm.
So this water bottle here, obviously we have a big air bubble in there so we can see the difference. But so this is a basic movement pattern. So this would be akin to someone moving relatively quickly. Now on a power plate, if I didn't have any movement whatsoever, if I just say, oh, Maria, we're just gonna lay down and we're just gonna relax on the power plate. Here would be a power plate at a basic setting. This is a training speed. This is not a massage speed. This is what's happening to the fluids of the body if she sat perfectly still. No movement whatsoever, no movement required. So this would be happening to her blood, lymphatic system, cerebral spinal fluid, skeletal muscular system. Just 1 second. So this is gonna be a little faster speed. Now you'll notice the quality of the movement changes. I'm now gonna change the plate once again. We'll go into more like a massage setting and we're gonna see what happens. Now, try to, in your mind, imagine what kind of activity you would have to do to make the fluids of your body do this. So in one of our classes, this is the setting that we use for breaking up the fascial system. So the tightest tissue of the body. So you can see that without having to change the bottle itself, I can change the behavior of the fluids inside the body. So that's a great way to visualize what's happening when you're on a plate.
That's really cool. Thank you, Chad.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, come play.